Hello and welcome to United Pulse. Not the result we wanted, but truth be told, it was never going to be easy. I feel beating Barnsley 7-0 just gave a hyped up impression on United fans that United are back. Of course, there was a lot of improvement, but at the level that we are playing in Premier League is just incomparable to the Championship. Now, I was watching United stand and Ricky explain what creativity is, and he explained it very well. But I have to say, Bruno has been creating a lot of chances. And the problem is, we think that all the chances need to come from Bruno or the midfield. If we don't win, we don't score goals, then Bruno hasn't been creative enough. I have one thing to say. Now, everybody is praising Sancho for Chelsea, that he's back to his prime form, the same form that he showed at Dortmund. I don't agree. Agree, disagree. I feel like the statement itself that that the Sancho that we bought is not the same Sancho who played at Dortmund or now how he's playing at Chelsea. And the only reason why I believe that we are praising Sancho so much, or Chelsea fans are praising Sancho so much, is because he got 4 assists. There are goalkeepers who kick the ball from their half and find people in the final third and get an assist. That doesn't make them more creative than a proper number 10. Opening up the game is, but not getting an assist, right? So it doesn't work like this. Creativity is overall. Assisting only means that your touch was the last touch to the person who scored the goal. Looking at the goal that Nkunku scored, Sancho just made a simple pass. It was just a simple pass, and every single thing was done by Nkunku. He dribbled past the whole back line alone. Amazing goal. I have to say the determination that Nkunku showed was amazing. But it doesn't define that Sancho has become like an amazing creative player. Is the simplicity of the pass, finding the gaps, the whole package. I'm not saying that Sancho is not a creative player. I'm just saying the way that we express or we over exaggerate some people or we under exaggerate some people to be creative or not be creative is something that we should be wary of. If the ball goes through the intent of the person, that's creativity. How you open up the play, how you break the line with just your passing, and Bruno did that a lot. Yeah, there were a lot of Hollywood passes here and there, but Bruno is still our best creative player. In the end, the ball needs to go into the goal as well. Now, a lot of people are saying that we should have subbed Bruno because mid second half he lost composure and he made a lot of awful passes. But that's the thing. These are some of the hard decisions manager needs to make. What if we took off Bruno and we lose? What if we bring in Mason or Ugarte and we open up a new channel, we open up a different kind of creativity, and we end up winning? It's all about the hard decisions which Ten Hag needs to make on the spot. And these are the decisions which separates a safe manager to an incredible manager. Overall, yes, we can say Onana made a couple of great saves, and if not, we would have lost. We can say the same about Dean Henderson and our chances that we missed. I can easily say that we could have won this game 3, 4, or even 5-0. Couple of headers didn't go in. Garnacho and Ahmad missed so many chances. Twice in the same attack hit the woodwork. One from Garnacho, one from Ahmad. So you could call it luck. You can call it that United were unlucky. You can say that we were not clinical enough, but it is what it is. And I honestly believe we had high hopes after the cup match, but we kept forgetting this is Premier League, and Crystal Palace at home was never going to be an easy game. But we kept them on defense almost all of the game. Both Ahmad and Garnacho had been excellent and showed intent. Looking at how other teams are playing right now, United have no chance but to give it all day in, day out. We've seen Chelsea playing amazing football. We have seen Liverpool play amazing football. Yeah, okay, one match or two matches, you lose here and there, you draw a couple of matches, it's fine. But it's the intensity you play with. It's the aggression that you play with. It's the intent that you show that you're losing because of a few unlucky chances, or maybe something happened which was unpredictable, but not. I mean, the intent that you're showing, that you don't blame the players or you don't blame the manager, because you can see that they're giving it all. In the end, two teams are playing. One has to win, or it has to be a draw. One has to lose. So you only have three outcomes. So if both teams are playing well, sometimes it's luck, but sometimes the better team wins. And considering that we are United, we need to be the better team every single game. In the end, yeah, maybe unlucky. Like today, I feel like there was a lot of unlucky situations for United than not playing well. Some of the headers didn't go in. Some of the chances were just. I mean, Dean Henderson was amazing. I feel just like how Onana was good. Dean Henderson was good in terms of saving. But then in the end, we have the same problem we had since day one. Yes, we have improved on a few things, but the main problem that United have is finishing. It's scoring goals. I'm not gonna say like when Rashford come in and he didn't perform well. We know this about Rashford for the whole last season, the starting of this season. He's not playing at the top game that he should be playing. So I'm not gonna put the blame on him that, like, oh, he should have impacted more. He only came in for like 15, 20 minutes or 25 minutes. It's the overall, the whole team. I've been saying this from the start of the season, and I'm saying this now as well. We need a top finisher in our team. I'm not gonna talk about Rasmus, that he should. I mean, when he's going to be 100% fit. He came in after halftime, but still, I mean, he's still young. He hasn't shown previously as well that he's a top striker that United need. He's someone for the future. He's someone that United needs to develop. But at the moment, if we are to compete with the likes of Chelsea's, Liverpool's, Man City, and now even Aston Villa, these teams are picking up. All the other teams in Premier League have spent good money. So we need critical positions to be filled by top players. When it comes to number 10, when it comes to number 8, when it comes to your center backs, when it comes to your goalkeeper, teams always spend good money to get good players. It's your one line, your main line. That is the first thing that you focus on. I mean, of course, there's ways you can see that, like, okay, we're going to spend good money on the back line first. How Klopp developed Liverpool, developed the back line first. That's what Mourinho does. He come in, the first thing he does is develop the back line. Because if you're not going to score, don't let the other person score as well. So that's the main thing. We have spent good money on our defense, but at the same time, it's not top defense at the moment. We still are trying to get our backline partnership ready. We don't have a proper left back right now. All of our left backs are injured. So there's a lot of mediocrity in our team sheet since the start of the season, even last season. So half of our team has always been injured, and main players have been injured. So we are always struggling to, like, okay, if we spend money on this, what if this person comes back from the injury? Then what? How are we going to adjust? How are we going to rotate the players? All of these things need to be addressed. And we are never going to be able to be competitive if we don't have our first 11 fully prepared, always ready to go in, always giving 100%, and then we work on rotations. At the moment, I don't think that we have our first team, our preferred first team ready yet. Now, looking at a lot of videos recently, there's a lot of conversation going on about the new stadium or renovating Old Trafford. There's talks about some people being sentimental about it, some people saying that we might as well get a new stadium. It will be good. Why are we holding on? to the heritage and whatnot. I don't want to say that it's a bad decision to make a new stadium. I don't want to say that it's a bad decision to renovate the Old Trafford. I don't want to get into an argument about the money that we are going to save if we are going to get a new stadium rather than renovating Old Trafford. I just want to say one thing: playing at Old Trafford is a very different ballgame than a new stadium. The charisma, the history, the heritage the Old Trafford has is something very different. A lot of people, a lot of players, new players, young players, their dream is to play on Old Trafford. A lot of players, they joined United just because they can experience Old Trafford. As a youth player, as a young player coming in, the history that Old Trafford has is amazing. It's something that you would want to be proud of. You can proudly say a young player who is 16, 17, 18 years old coming in to United's lineup, even if he's not playing on Old Trafford, sitting on the bench at Old Trafford, it's a proud moment for him. And he will always remember that. But when Old Trafford is demolished and a new stadium is built over there, there's no more history over there. There's no more legacy over there. You need to create a legacy. That's one side of it. The other thing is playing at Old Trafford, joining Manchester United, it's not everybody's cup of tea. We have seen a lot of players, top players, who have been successful in other clubs fail at United, not just because the manager, of the structure of the club, but also the pressure of the fans and also the pressure of playing at Old Trafford. That means a lot. When you get a new stadium, maybe it could be a positive thing, maybe that all of that pressure goes away. So any player who's coming in, it's not coming in to step up on the history that Old Trafford has already. They're going to be stepping in to create new history. So the pressure over there is very different. Maybe it's less, maybe it's more. It depends on how the player's mentality is. But definitely, coming into United side, playing on Old Trafford, it's a different mentality that you need. The kind of pressure the fans give you playing on Old Trafford, it's very different, and it's not everybody's cup of tea. So that's all I want to say about the renovation and the change of Old Trafford. The decision definitely is up to the owners of the club. They have to make a decision, and most probably it will be a financial decision. Fans can say whatever they want to say. It would be their opinion. And me personally, I would of course respect anybody's perspective because I'm a fan. A lot of other fans out there will have their own opinions and their own, you can say, emotional attachment. A lot of players, a lot of fans have been going at Old Trafford for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. They would have a very different emotional attachment towards Old Trafford, and you can't take that away from them. So, and of course, I can't feel the same way a person who is going to Old Trafford for every single game, even whether United is winning or losing. They are hardcore followers who are living near Old Trafford, going to every single match, watching a history being developed at Old Trafford. The emotions that he will have, the attachment that he will have or she will have of Old Trafford being demolished is something that I can never comprehend. The people who have a stake at the club, at the Old Trafford, the community the Old Trafford has at the moment will have a very different attachment from me. So, and that's something that I can never feel. So that's all I want to say about that. In the end, I just hope that we will win the next game. The next games will definitely be very critical for Ten Hag to win. There's no other way. We are mid-table right now, and next game is Tottenham in the Premier League, which is not going to be an easy game as well. So we have to see how the team is going to be performing. Of course, uh, the owners are looking at how the team is performing at the moment. There are some glimpses of positive, and there are glimpses of negative. And the next couple of games is going to will show every single thing that needs that's going to be predicting Ten Hag's future. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.